Hello and good morning. Welcome to your daily tarot reading on Thursday, the 9th of July. I'm Hem from the Self Love Self Care System, and today I'm doing your daily readings from the Midnight Magic Tarot Deck of Mushrooms by Sara Richard. Sara does the write up for these and she does the images for them as well. It's kind of cool, really, isn't it? Right, let's get our three cards for today's reading. How is everyone? Are you good? Are you good? Some of the readings this week have been weird, right? I think they have. And I talked to the angels and they told me to stop concerning myself with some of the things that were going on in the world because they said, although they bring us messages about it, they said it's good for us to actually put the sword down sometimes. It's good to let go and to say, I'm not part of this. I don't need to be part of it, and I'm going to live my life where I'm going to live it. I mean, obviously, it's not always easy, but it's something that they have been attempting to show me over this week. I've got to be honest, I'm trying to understand it. However, it's an intriguing prospect to really look the other side of what's happening in the world, on the global stage, and in your own life, even in some ways as well. Right, you ready for your card? Your first card is the Five of Cups. Angels. So they're saying it's like you've had people around you, you really have had to protect yourself from them. You have had to put boundaries in place, walls up, and said, no, I will not go this way with you. It's very linked into your throat chakra. It's very linked into you being able to say your words and speak your voice and say your truth. It's also linked into, yeah, just being almost easily taken advantage of. So what the angels are saying is we're actually in a transition around that. And they're saying you're transitioning out of the space where you could easily be held responsible, be talked about, be manipulated and coerced. You're coming out of that, not because it can't happen, but because you no longer will be able to be approached in that way. It's like they're showing me a wall around yourself, but it's a very, very pragmatic wall in the sense of the fact that it is so powerfully anchored into what's right for you and what's wrong for you, not allowing others to manipulate you into what is right for them and what works for them. Now, there is another side to this coin, and it's the possibility that someone's manipulating or doing something because they're helping another person who maybe you're beholden to or you need to move away from. Trust in the divine and trust in God. If something doesn't move you or shift you forward yet, then the time will come when the universe soars and the angels and whatever fate or whatever we work towards works towards. It's really interesting because the angels are talking about relationship and people, and they're saying that humans think that if they bash something hard enough, it will do what they need it to do. No, that doesn't work because you could be applying for a job over and over and over and trying to get something, and it never really works out. I had a really a nice friend of mine, and she wanted to do a specific thing, and she failed the first time, and then they gave her another opportunity, and it still was a failure, and it was fine. It didn't matter. It wasn't meant to be. And sometimes we have to recognize that what is meant to be and what isn't meant to be. And this is about you transmuting how relationships work and how you allow people to approach you. Okay, now your next card. Interesting. So the Page of Cups. So it's interesting because you went from the Five of Cups to the Page. Angels, why the Page of Cups? They're saying because once you do this, once you've done this part and you've set those clear boundaries, then you can start life in a new space and you can actually say, I'm only going to allow these people access to me, and these people don't get access to me. Now it's quite interesting because The angels are saying sometimes you might have to remove people who you didn't want to remove because they are connected to someone you did remove. And that's quite difficult, but there's a spaciousness around this because it's about people not involving themselves in what was so that things can play out in a way that is more powerful than all this kind of drip, drip, drip nonsense gossip. That's the kind of thing I'm getting in here, right? And your new energy is going to be far more empowered. You'll be like water. So if something's in your way, you'll flow around it. You won't allow anything to knock you off your perch. And it's kind of you're in a sort of space right now where you're beginning to see that. You're beginning to connect into that, and life's starting to look a lot better for you. I love that. It's really gorgeous. And also, if you look at these mushrooms upside down, they're like hearts, and there's three hearts there. A warm connect. Well, not three, two of them look like hearts, one of them doesn't really. So it's those two. So there's two hearts, one larger one and one smaller one. So it's like your lower heart and your higher heart. And it's like connecting into the depth of you and speaking from that space of your heart. Oh, I love that. It's so powerful. I'm just gonna have to pause this for 2 seconds. Bear with me, my lovelies. Sorry, I needed a drink. Right, are you ready for your final card? Before you get there, you might like to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, I'd love for a subscribe. Right, your final card. This is a very interesting reading. Five of Cups, Page of Cups, Nine of Cups. That's power. There is power in this reading. There is power in this reading. Yeah, just saying you don't need anyone. You don't need anyone to really take you where you need to go. Other people are not the driving force in your life. You need relationship, that's fine. Relationship is to support you, to assist you, to be kind to you. It is not to bully, to coerce, to manipulate you. It is to be in love space with you, kind space with you, warmest heart space with you. The people that you're mixing with need to be the right people for you. And I feel that you're moving away from these people in a strong way. The other thing that's coming in is a new start on this level. You're actually starting to sift out the people that are no right, not right for you. And it's quite interesting because I see you just deleting people from your phone. I see you removing people from social media and saying, no, these people are not right for me anymore. And actually creating a space around you where you're safer. And there's a deep, deep safety in this. And you look at this little toad, I think it's a toad. There's a real safety in moving away from the crowd that is trying to loudly destabilize, right? So it's about that. But remember, nines are always new beginnings. They are opening the door to a new start somewhere. Something has to change. Remember what a new beginning is. I know whenever I say it, everyone's looking for big old new beginnings. No, it could just be an attitude change. You suddenly realize you're not going to let everybody shift you and move you and make you do things to their timeline. Or maybe you're not going to talk to people who don't have your interests at heart and don't respect you. Or you're not going to um go with a certain group of people who've always taken advantage of you, or you're going to go towards a new group of people that you can see are loving and kind, and they're going to actually accept you and appreciate you and treat you with the love and the desire that you deserve. There's a goodness in that, and there's a power in that. This is a new beginning, and it's a new anchorage point where you begin to see people for who they really are, who's right for you, who's wrong for you. Also, sorry, I just want me to hold these up a bit more. Also, just to cover this, we can't like everybody. And if people haven't been good to us, sometimes we have to protect our own energy and our own source so we don't get sick in the process. Well, there you go, my lovelies. Namaste, everyone. Have a gorgeous, gorgeous Thursday, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Really looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care. Love you all. Bye.